Hi team, um, Rod here, and I'm just going to kick off this video tutorial or tip series with a small one on typesetting a bullet list. I've noticed in opening some of the files from previous jobs, I don't know where they've come from, and I'm sure none of you did them, but I've noticed that some of the time to make the bullet second line up or indent to line up with the first character in the line above. It I've noticed a series of spacebar characters being used to just shift that line over like so. Problem with that, of course, is if we edit the text, then this breaks. If we add more copy in here, all of a sudden there's a problem. And also, if anything like that happens from another designer and they're not sure how it's set up, that can risk slipping through the cracks and getting through to the client, and we want to avoid any embarrassing mistakes like that and set this up in the most efficient way to edit in the future. So what I'm going to do is suggest that all of you memorize the shortcut key, and I will always be suggesting that we try to memorize keyboard shortcuts for a lot of the things we do. It'll just make you fly around Illustrator and Photoshop like a wizard and access things much more quickly and feel more efficient as you're doing it. I know that both programs are beasts of software, and they're huge, and there's complex layers of functions and um, menu items and settings tabs for so many things, and there's lots of ways of doing them. But this one is pretty simple and straightforward, and we'll start here. So I'm going to suggest you open the little tab window by your shortcut key Command Shift T, T for tab, and you'll see your tab characters, your leader character, and you'll see in this ruler, just above the ruler, these two characters that are basically two little triangles, and those stand for your first line indent and your tab indent, and those are represented over here in the paragraph tab as well. So we're going to do it visually right on the screen by grabbing that bottom triangle and moving. You'll get an indicator line that shows where it's aligning, and you want to move it over to that first character in your line and drop it there, and now you'll see that the second line moves over to follow that, and you'll see now if you look over at your paragraph tab, it's automatically set that up for you as a 9-point left indent with a minus 9-point first line indent. In other words, it's moving in the negative direction as an outdent. So if I wanted to, for instance, add another couple spaces and want a really big gap for that bullet character, then I would just grab this and line it up again with the L. And then I would grab the rest of my characters or my paragraphs and just copy the styling from that first one. Of course, now you'll see these don't align because I only have 2 spaces after that bullet on these lines, and I want to have, in this case, 4. So I hope that helps you in setting up intelligent bullet lists, and if we're all on the same page with that, there won't be any surprises. I will be back with you soon. I hope to do these weekly, and I look forward to getting tips or suggestions from the rest of you as to things you would like to see looked at a little bit more in depth, or processes broken down for you, and hopefully set up a series of small videos in an archive that are digestible and that will help get us all on the same page. Thank you all. Bye-bye.